Starting off with a special report you'll only see on Nightside. It's one that may be too disturbing for some viewers, especially young children. A young child's story about how they and another child were raped by a man living with them is being re-examined. It's taken investigators more than 10 years to make an arrest, and they had the evidence, DNA from a rape kit, that could have led to a swift arrest the whole time. However, that kit was never sent to a lab until a new law changed that. It was one of more than 8,000 sexual assault kits waiting to be tested in Washington, some of them dating back several years, even decades. Kyle Simchuk shows us the troubling evidence that finally led to an arrest.
Brandon Lee Torres has sat in a jail cell since February. That's when investigators matched his DNA to evidence in a rape kit from 2013. The victim at the time, only 3 years old. According to court documents, Torres went sledding at Valley Mission Park that year with 2 children he lived with. One of them reported seeing Torres with his pants down, raping the 3-year-old. The witness ran home to tell the child's mother, who took them to Sacred Heart. Documents show that doctors examined the 3-year-old and found no evidence of rape. However, nurses still saved the victim's underwear in a sexual assault kit. The only physical evidence deputies had would sit untested for 5 years. It's not the first time Torres has been accused of having sex with a child. The witness at the park said Torres raped them 7 years earlier when they were 5. That victim reported the rape several times in 2010. The sheriff's office couldn't find probable cause to arrest him and tells us the victim later changed their story. Torres also passed a polygraph. The sheriff's office dropped the case, saying the claims were unfounded. Then, in 2018, laws changed. Old rape kits had to be tested. The evidence was sent to a lab in June of 2018. It took more than a year for the results to come back. Forensic analysts found semen in the child's underwear. This January, deputies got a warrant to collect Brandon Torres' DNA. It was compared to the DNA found in the underwear. Torres matched with a statistical probability of 21 nonillion, a number with 30 zeros. Torres denied raping the children when interviewed by deputies. He was arrested February 28th and faces 2 counts of child rape and child molestation. Torres remains in jail. His trial is set for July. If convicted, he could spend the rest of his life in prison. In studio, I'm Kyle Simchuk for News Nightside.